Hi guys, hi ladies, and welcome to this evening's video. I'll just get prepared.
I've not told. From Johnny Eagle got told off somebody from Bolton.
Yeah, we'll just get ready guys. So, what are we up to tonight? Well, we're going to have a play, aren't we? Same as every week. Let's take the cybernet off. Put it on top of the roll towel for now. Get the Harrier CBX. There's no screws in this Harrier CBX. Working anyway. That's plug the mic in. There we go. Right. Let's swap the aerial from the big rig. The big radio. Oh, get out. Hello, Clarence. Good evening, sir. I'll plug it into this little area. Find something to shove under there to prop it up. I did have a rig prop, but that Jason sent me, but I can't find it. There we go.
It's not my fault he's no good at bunny hops on his bike. Yeah, exactly. So you just go back and go, well, you tell me when I was planning it, and then we'll go from there.
One night a radio check, please, and we're buzzing.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Do you want to know why you didn't come, Crockett? Because you know damn well you'd have got fucking levered. How about that?
You fucking daft cunt. He just asked me a question.
So have a look round mid-band. Right, we'll have a look round mid-band. Hello, Sean. I need a head shave. No, I don't. No, it's a bit cold to be honest. Right, let's go to the camera. Let's sort this camera out. Yeah, this is how unprepared we are. Right. Just try and straighten that a bit. It won't go any straighter, that's the problem. Well, that's the thing there for adjusting that. You can't get it any straighter, they're just not. So if you get it there, oh, that's a bit better. Right, this is the Harrier CBX that we repaired a couple of weeks ago. We did this a couple of weeks ago. We'll see who's on mid-band. Probably fuck all that shit. I don't fancy listening to all that swearing on 19. No, there's fuck all on there, is there? Go back to UK. Yeah, the tone control doesn't work on this either. And the switch is fucked. Turn that down for now. Yeah, so there we go, guys. I'm not listening to all that swearing and shit. Anyway, so right, well, we've got the aerial done now. The SWR is now lovely, as we'd expect it to be. Let's turn this one on behind us. There we go. Yeah, SWR is okay now. It's all working, and we've just got to have the roof aerial sorted. And let's zoom out a bit. We've got Steve. Oops, wrong way. Got Steve coming down in a couple of weeks. Give us a talk on aerials and transmitters, that kind of thing. So we've got Steve next week, in the next few weeks. I think he's going to be coming. Gonna wait for the weather to warm up, I think. Because he doesn't do the cold very well, our Steve. Mind you, that being said, neither do I. I hate the fucking Windows update. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. There we go. Yeah, this says it's not activated, but I fucking activated the cunt. You know what the problem is, don't you? Turn on Windows Defender and it takes out your fucking dismiss. Whatever that fucking was. What was that? Join Xbox Games Pal. Fuck off. I don't even have an Xbox. I don't even have an Xbox. I don't fucking want an Xbox. Hello, Jason. Yeah, your mate Victor phoned me yesterday. Hang on, let's get my phone. I can't read the fucking chat from here. I can see your name, but that's about it. Right. Hello, June. Oh, it's June, not Vic. Not Jason. Hello, June. Yeah, I just shaved. Do we have to talk about whether I need a head shave or not? We're not here for my personal hygiene. We're here for radios and stuff. If you can't talk about the radio, Sean, do one. There we go, you see. Next person who mentions whether I need a head shave or not, they're going to get barred forthwith. No excuses, no appeals. So they're just going to get bad foot with. We're not here to discuss my head. We're here to discuss radio. Right. Or anything else you want to talk about. Can cover a few things. Yeah, exactly. Just tell them to piss off. Let's log into this properly. Because I'm logged in. Let's come out of there. Let's log into this properly. So that's the wrong one. There we go. Yeah. Switch account. We're switching the channel guide. View. Go for it. There we go. We're on the right one now. Yay! Hang on. What radios are they? Yeah, what radio on 27 megs? This is 27 megs. This is everything from probably a couple of megahertz up to about 29, 30 or something. This is 2 meters and 70 centimeters. This big unit here, the homemade home base, that is 27 megs. It's Muppet Mid. This is Muppet Mid, obviously. Muppet's what we call the UK FM. And this one here, this is the Superstar CRT Superstar 6900, and that's that goes from super low to UK FM. It used to go to super high, but it doesn't anymore. Doesn't need to.
You get in the car and come up to you.
That's cockhead. Knocking the needle right across. Anyway, hi Christine.
All right, Andy.
Yeah, do us a coffee. A tea. You know, when you've said a coffee for years, it's hard to break the habit, but I've not drunk coffee for a couple of weeks now. I'm trying to get into drinking tea, because I don't take sugar in tea, you see. So it's not as fattening. Oh, what brand and model? Hello, Rob. Good evening, mate. Hang on a minute. We'll start with these ones here. That one's a Baofeng, or Baofeng, however pronounce it. The handle behind that is a Quansheng. This is a TID radio. This is a Yaesu FT 400. Is it a 450? Sorry, Yaesu FT 450D. The D meaning it's got the tuner built in. This is a little Yaesu 7900. This is a Harrier CBX. This is a Superstar. This is a CRT Superstar 6900. If I move the camera and move me, there we go. And this one here is a homemade home base. It's what I call a homemade home base. It's basically I used the remains. I'll turn it on. There we go. No mic in it, so there's no sound. I basically used the inside of the remains of a Fidelity 2000 UK 1-40. Added mid band to make it dual band, and then fitted it into this case, I bought the case, I drilled all the holes, did it all. And on the top here, we've got a little realistic handheld. Got a realistic handheld. I've got a few of these handhelds. About 4 of the bloody things. He hasn't been out for his walk yet. Oh, right. I don't know. Try looking on the bed. It's where he normally is. Is he awake? Right. Anyway. So that's what we've got, guys. And the Pepsi tin, that needs to go in the bin. So that's what we've got. We've got 4 of those realistic handhelds. I've got one the other day. I think there's one on top of that radio behind. Yeah, there's one in a box over there. There should be one in a leather holster. Oh, there it is. There's one in what I call in a nappy.
Ted, he kept saying he was a 9-year-old, and then played the record in the Cockhead scene, the part where he was his dog.
Whoever that is.
Sorry, he was doing it to a younger one, not.
Yeah. But that's our realistic handheld. I'll put them down there actually, now out of the way then. We've got 4 of those because we bought another one. I bought another one. I think it was for £5, and it had I bought another one for, I think it was a 5. I think this is it. Is this it? Because this has got a couple of screws missing out of it. The other one had as well. No, this is not it. But this has got a couple of screws missing. Oh. Yeah, we've got a couple of screws missing out of that one. Well, nearly all of them. We'll have to find some screws the same. I've got them somewhere, I can't remember where they are. But let's turn this back round so we're not on me. There we go. There we go. Now, I have got another tripod somewhere, a small tripod, so I can mount this somewhere, this camera in another position. I just need to find somewhere convenient to do it. But yeah, we're yeah, I gave it to Graham. I hope you don't mind. I passed it on to Graham ages ago because I was having a clear out, and I ordered the, what do you call it, for it. I ordered a transistor for it, but the transistor I ordered was fake. So I could only get 13 watts or 14 watts out of it, if that. So I'll watch that later. But yeah, I passed it on to Graham, I hope you don't mind. But anything I can't do, I'd rather pass it on to another engineer than scrap it, eh? Hello, Four Wheels Wobble. How far have you reached with the big radio? No, I haven't really had a chance yet. Well, that's it, Rob. You know, it's better than end up in a dustbin, innit? You know, and he's all right with me, Graham. He's all right. He's a nice lad. So, you know, he brought me, not last time he came, I think it was the time before. He brought me a load of service bits for me solder, for me desoldering sucker, and an extra nozzle. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it had a fake transistor in it. The original one was burnt out. I put a one in what I thought was genuine. It turned out to be fake. Mind you, from AliExpress, what can you expect? What's that drink on the top of the? What's that drink on the top of the radio? Oh no, we're all right. There's nothing in it. Nothing in it, look. It's empty. It's empty. I wouldn't put a full drink on top of a radio. Should I mod my Yaesu DX10 for CB? Will it void my warranty? Will it void warranty? It will. It could void your warranty. It's possible it could, but given that how reliable Yaesus are, I would just go ahead and do it. I'd just go ahead and do it, but make sure you can put the modification. Make sure you can put it back to standard. If you ever have to send it in, you know, just make sure you can put it back to standard if it ever has to go in. But if you want to, mine's been modified, but it has to be because there's certain parts. There's certain parts of the band, there's certain parts of the radio that we're allowed to use that you can't use over in this country unless it is opened up. So, you know, but I don't use it for CB, even though it is tuned to a CB frequency. I don't use it for that. I just listen. Well, you just take the solder. If you have to solder a bridge, and you have to send it in for warranty work, you just either take the bridge off or put the bridge back. Simple, that one. But Yaesus, they're generally reliable. Anyway, let's come back to the camera. Sorry, you're looking at me. So we've gone to the wrong one. There we go. Yaesus are generally reliable. Anyway, June, you know, they really are. They're generally good anyway, Yaesus. Generally get very little trouble with them. That's why I like Yaesus. Because, you know, them two there are Yaesu, the big one is, and that little 270. They're both Yaesu, and I've had that little Yaesu, that little 270. I've had that since 2011, and what are we now? 2025. So it's not done bad. It's been a reliable little radio, and it has been used. You know, the radios don't just sit here; they do get used. You know, they do get used, guys. Yeah, I can't talk to them on there. You know, but the, what do you call it? Yeah, the, if you're gonna get anything, oh, pardon me, I fell asleep, guys. Fell asleep in my chair in the workshop. That's why I was late coming in, because I fell asleep. But the you know, over here in the UK we can use parts of the band, which, okay, I will use it a little more. I will use a little more to make sure everything works. Then mod it. I really like CB because it's informal, better fun. That's true. I mean, there's like a sort of, and it shouldn't exist, but there is a sort of snobbery on ham radio. there is a certain snobbery on ham radio, and it shouldn't exist. It shouldn't be there. You know, it shouldn't be there, but it is, unfortunately.
Fucking disgusting, you mean?
Yeah, blaming her. I fucking told you. What? If that was the case, she's got an illness, and you knew that there was some...
Yeah. See if we find something else. There's fuck all else apart from 19. Nothing else is occupied. Yeah, I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to listen to all that swearing. But, you know, I mean, I do enough of it, but yeah, not nice it coming out of that. But, and there's nothing on the 270s tonight. I'm looking at the, we're on the repeater. We're on the repeater on all my U's and there's nothing happening. Let's just see what Rob says. I've missed his thingy there. When mods are easy to do, the manufacturers half expect you to do them anyway. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I mean, my FT 450 was done when I got it. It was done when I first got it, and that was the reason why I bought it. I asked the person if it had been modded, and he said it had, yeah. So I said, right, I'll have it. Because that saved me the messing about of doing. I could have done it, but and I read up on how it was done, in case it wasn't, because I really fancied this radio anyway. So I would have probably bought it regardless and done the mods. So, you know, but yeah. Yeah, the Bush record player's working. The cartridge, I'll just tell you quickly, the Bush record player's working. It's lovely now. I put a new speaker in it. The speaker was trashed, so I put a new speaker in it. I managed to find the same value, but it was a round speaker, so that went in. Just glad to see you working on your... Oh, no, don't worry about that. Just glad to see you working on your health. We want to see you around for decades to come. Yeah, so do I. I would love to see your channel grow. Me too. You said you wanted tea for less calories. That's why I said that. Yeah, that's true. The Elenco 735 is so easy. Just cut one wire. Yeah, that was the same. Well, when I bought the little Yaesu there, the 7900, when I bought that, the 270s, I wanted to use it. Pardon me, guys and girls. I wanted to use it on PMR, and it just moved. I looked at the mod, for I knew it could be done. So I looked at what the mod involved, and it just involved taking out one surface mount resistor, and it was still under guarantee. It was less than a day old. I checked it to make sure it all worked. When I was happy with it, then I performed the mod. And I didn't use any finesse. I didn't even use a soldering iron. I just got the wire cut clippers on the board and just pulled the thin pliers and pulled the resistor off. Didn't pull any of the print off. Just give it a twist and it came off. And then you know, it's modified. What coax do I like? Well, I like the fin. I like the fin stuff that I've got on here. I don't like that big fat low loss thick stuff, because the problem is it's like wrestling with a fucking python when you want to move it from one radio to another. It's good stuff, but it's hard work. Low loss coax. So I think it's RG58 in it. The fin stuff, RG58 or something like that. Can't remember, but it's the fit. I like the fin stuff. I did buy some grey stuff once. It's supposed to be military spec. Okay, now the coax must rot well in the military because it was up less than 2 years, and the outer sheath started to rot. You know, and that was the grey stuff. So I've gone back to the RG58 black stuff, and that seems to be pretty good. What we did last Saturday, me and the aerial man, mainly the aerial man. Is that what it is? I am R400. I've always just called it low loss, or the thick black stuff. Yeah, it is. It's a pain in the ass. It's good stuff. It is good coax, but it's a pain. I mean, you don't need that unless you only need that if you're putting up something, you know, that's going to be having a lot of power push through it. You know, if you're pushing a load of power through it, then you need that. But if you're just doing the standard, 4 watts on the radio, anything up to 100 really, ordinary coax is good enough. You know, it's probably good enough for a couple of 100 even. But I tend to just stick with the ordinary coax. I think it works okay. It suits the purpose that I use it for. You know, it suits the purpose I use it for. It's doing the job. You know, and it's easier to get it through your bloody wall and all. You don't have to drill a great big gaping hole to feed it through. You know, that low loss stuff, it's good stuff, but it's, you know, you'd use it under certain circumstances. You wouldn't just use that for the hell of using it. You know, you'd use that where your coax might be getting battered, you know, by the elements or something. But, you know, for what I'm doing, then the fin stuff is good enough. You know, it's yeah. But that's that's my take on the coax. That's my take on the coax. Yeah. Are you watching tonight, Julie? The lovely Jules. Are you watching tonight, honey? I've not seen you on for a few days. I hope you're okay. And I hope you're okay as well, Karen and Jeff as well. Hope you're both okay. Anyway, getting back onto what I was saying to you guys. For those who don't know, I sorted the distortion out on the Bush record player. Yes, it was the speaker, and 2, it was the cartridge. The cartridge in the pickle pan was a bit too hot, so it needed it just needed taming. What I've borrowed a cartridge out of the disco console, out of the linear. It has the same cartridges, but the ones in the linear are 1 volt cartridges, and the one in the Bush was a 3 volt cartridge. Now the linear, now the Bush needs a 1 volt cartridge, because it's a push pull amplifier, so it needs a 1 volt cartridge. It doesn't need a 3 volt cartridge. 1 volt cartridge is good enough in that. The one that I took out was a 3SC, an Arcos GP91 3SC, and the one that came out of the disco console was an Arcos 1 SC. So the 1 indicating that it's 1 volt. And that's all the disco console needs. And that's all a Bush record player needs. So we need to find something else to put in the Bush. I've left the cartridge out of the disco console in it at the moment because I've got 2 decks, so I can use, you know. But I've put that 3 volt cartridge in the disco console, and it is marginally louder, but it sounds just as clear, but it is a bit louder because obviously it's a more high voltage cartridge, because it's, you know, capable of producing a bit more. What I'll have to do, guys and girls, I'll have to have a look. Yeah, put that on here, Christine. No, not there. Not over this side, because my camera's there. Cheers. Yeah, a nice cup of tea. Yeah. Yeah. So, you, Christine.
What?
Shut this door. Shut this door.
Right, salt powder's in the washing machine.
Right, I'll turn it on before I go to bed. Fuck me. I always do. Anyway. Hey Christine.
Yeah?
Here.
What?
Pass us me clean shirt.
After what?
Pass it. But you're gonna. This is gonna. Just go to the radios a minute. Not letting you lot see my bird's nest. There we go. Give us me red shirt. Put that one in the wash for me. Pass us me red one. Cheers. I may as well have a clean shirt. I mean, why is it? What is it with my washing machine? Every shirt comes out inside out. I don't understand it, guys. Yeah, we're not. Yeah, we're just changing the shirt. Yeah, I was thinking, yeah, I'd like to be around for a few more decades, guys. Absolutely. I mean, to be honest with you, you know something, guys? Right, let me tell you something. I want to be around. Hang on a minute. To be honest with you guys, I'll be honest with you. I want to be around. That's inside out. There we go. Yeah. I'll be honest with you guys, I want to be around so that I can be the last man on earth. I'd like to be the last man on earth to see if all them women, when they were telling the truth when they said, I wouldn't fuck you. Yeah, they fucking would. If you're the last man on earth, you'd be very popular in fucking minutes, wouldn't you, guys? Wouldn't matter what you fucking look like. You know what they say, any old port in a storm. Yeah. There we go, guys. Yeah. I meant to change my shirt earlier but didn't, so we've done it now.
Well, it's again to believe otherwise in it now because of what's going. It's thinking he's done it, isn't it, really? End of the day, contract fucking John. John's the one who's emphasised it. John's the one who's pushed it out everywhere. And they've done it on purpose. They've done it on purpose to just lead it down, right down that track.
What's going on tonight? What's going on? Fucking hell, that's all we need.
Go to sleep now anyway, but Brian's time.
fucking hell. Sleepy, sleepy, bobo time, everyone.
Evening, cockhead.
Got you, Brian. Evening, Andy.
Yeah, evening. Who's on?
Cocker and the usuals are all the regulars last to sail. I think for you. Were you talking to Andy last night, Cocker, or was it the night before? I heard you talking to an Andy. Where was he? Besides.
No, that was Andy. I'm not saying where he is, but no, that weren't that Andy.
Alright, I did hear you talking to him. I was listening for a bit. Right, Andy at Brinnington's on anyway, so I'm going to show up. Because he'll have it on the YouTube and everything, and it's embarrassing. So I'm not being embarrassed like that. Stop him. I know what you come on for, Andy. He's no good, this CB.
Nah, don't worry about it, guys. We can all hear you on here. And nobody can see you, so I wouldn't worry, because I won't say who you are if you don't want me to. Don't worry about that. Good evening, Ian.
Yeah, good evening.
How you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm doing extremely good, even though I rape children and I rape them under 10. I'm doing so fucking good.
Finally caught you, have they? I don't believe that for a minute, Ian. Yeah, somebody's out to get you, aren't they, mate?
They're not working.
Yeah. No, they won't get you. You're too thick-skinned, Ian. You're like me. You don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a flying fuck. It's radio. It's stooping low, but hey ho, so be it.
Exactly. You know, I get comments on YouTube. Believe it or not, I get comments on YouTube. I've had poison pen letters and everything, you know, Ian, and I couldn't care less, mate, because they won't come to my door and do it.
Oh yeah, the little trolls. You've got them here. We've got one on here now in Leeds. There's just trolls everywhere.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I'm on the, what do you call it tonight, Ian? We're on the Area CBX, which I bought from eBay, and it had a nice sticker on, so it'd been in there. And anyway, I bought it and I sorted it out, and it turns out to have midband in it as well, so that weren't too bad. I bought this and a little Cybernet Beta 3000 at the same time.
No, it's working. It's working. I can hear you fine. But there's loads of people on here all talking about this recording that they've not got saying what they're saying and saying. So they're all arguing over it, bickering, and they can do what they want. Because you know what? I don't give a flying fuck.
Yeah, that's the way to look at it, Ian, mate. You know, just don't give a shit, really, and you know, let them get on with it. When they realise, the way I look at it, I got bullied in school, and as soon as they realised that I didn't give a fuck, you know, it stopped. Apart from one, I ended up beating him up and down the playground. The rest of them fucking stopped, you know. And you find out that if people realise that you don't give a shit, then they will stop. You know, they'll move on to somebody else.
Yeah, well, it was Ray, but it's me now.
Yeah, I know. I heard them having a go at Ray the other week when I was tuning up a realistic handheld, and I heard them having a go at Ray the other week.
It took them a long time though, but they faded off, Ray. And now it's me. Yeah, it's me. Even though he's threatened everybody, he's threatened me. Yeah, I've not threatened anybody. It's my turn now.
Roger. Well, you're not a bad sort. I don't think you're a bad sort, cockhead. I've never had a problem with you, that's for sure.
I fucking love it, mate. I love radio. You're not going to turn my radio off me. I fucking started here before they ever fucking turned up. And that's including all them ones in Wigan. I've got on here well before they even put their fucking area up right.
Yeah, Roger Dodger. Yeah, I know you've been around a while. I've been around since the 80s, and I disappeared early 80s, and I disappeared. Had a long break in the 90s and came back on in the mid 2000s.
I've had a little bit of a break. Hang on. Somebody here, hang on.
No worry, mate.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm not a bad man, are you?
Okay, thanks.
Good, good. This is what we like to hear. Everybody's okay. Roger, Dodger.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so, yeah. Well, at least this thing works anyway.
See, 9 quid I'm getting off you.
Yeah, whereabouts are you?
Me Salford.
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, I won't fall out with that 9 quid. Yeah, because I'm only doing 4 watts. I'm only on a Harrier CBX.
I'm near Broughton Bath.
Yeah, Roger Dodger. Yeah, I know where you mean, mate. Yeah, Broughton. Yeah, I know where you mean. Yeah, I'm on. I'm only doing 4 watts.
The people keen on chatting absolute matter though.
Right, catch up. Not me. That's all.
Yeah, not me either. Somebody's got a key on. They're getting. I'm not getting much off it though.
Yeah, I'll get it before.
5 minutes away.
Oh, Roger Dodger. Yeah, I'm only on a high gain silver rod. I had to take me. What do you call? I had to take my IMAX down because there was fucking water coming out of my coax.
You know. I'm on an Anton.
Yeah, Roger. Well, you're working well anyway. You know. But that being said, you know, I actually do well. In the position I'm in, I actually do well. I don't do too bad. I mean, this flat's lousy for commercial radio, but because the CB radio's where it is, it works well.
Yeah, I've got.
7,000's are not bad really.
Right, guys, I'm gonna drop key for a bit, and I'm gonna get back to me YouTubers. A couple of them have just come in, and I'm gonna say me good evenings and stuff too, and have a chat to people on there, and I'll keep it on and I'll keep monitoring, and I'll catch you later, guys. Cheers.
Are you Andy?
It is Andy.
It's me, Billy.
Hello, Billy.
How you going, mate?
Yeah, not bad, mate. How are you?
Not too bad, Andy. How's yourself?
Yeah, you know me. I'm still squeaking by. Well, that's it, Billy. Yeah, mate, I'm still squeaking by, mate. Yeah, what's happened with Carl? I've tried phoning him, and he won't answer his phone to me. You know, I don't know why, because I know we had that bit of a spat, but we made up over that. And he won't answer his phone to me now for some unknown goddamn reason.
Brian, is that you, Dangerous Brian? Oh, yeah, I've got thumbs up, I think.
Yeah, let's pop this there. Yeah, so there we go, guys.
I tell you what, I could put thumbs up to you and not even listen.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, guys.
Of course I'm cracking the fucking piss, of course I listen.
Yeah, so basically,
Hello, is that better over?
that'll do. Anyway, so basically, guys, let's see what Jason's saying. I'll come back to you now, guys. Yeah, they all know. Oh, come on YouTube on a Friday. It won't do him any harm. Good evening, Jason. Yeah, it's fairly busy here, June. You know, it's not bad. It's only busy on that one channel, though. You know, it's only busy on that one channel. Because basically, it's a shame, really. It's a shame, really, because, you know, people... It's a shame, really, because, you know, CB could be more than what it actually is. And, you know, CB could be more than what it actually is. And it used to be. You know, it's, I mean, at one time, you could go through a full fucking 40 channels I'm not finding the vacant channel anywhere, except for Channel 9, because everybody was too scared to use it because of the Channel 9 monitors, which they didn't last long, Channel 9 monitors. They didn't last long. I used to use it, used to say, do you mind moving off this channel? I used to tell them to get rubbed. But that being said, guys, I'll be honest, if I thought anybody was actually going to use the channel for an emergency, I wouldn't have used it. But I knew they weren't, and I've never heard of anybody doing it, so I used to go on, I used to just tell them to piss off. Do you mind moving, please? This is for emergencies. I said, well, it is an emergency. I'm talking to somebody now, butt out. You know, if they haven't... You know, if they haven't... It was busy on the 2755 USB. Yeah, triple nickel. Yeah, I agree. I agree when we were kids, I had a base radio. Mum could call us in the woods for dinner. Worked great. My friend Kelly over the road can do it without a radio. When she shouts her kids, well, they're not kids now, they're pretty much grown up. When she used to shout her kids a few years back, you could hear her on the other side of the estate. And she even said that. She says, my voice carries. I said, yes, Kelly, I know. But yeah, I mean, I can remember a time, guys, when, you could go on the CB, and if you wanted your living room decorating or your car fixing or whatever, somebody would come round and they'd help you out. It had a camaraderie about it. It had a sort of camaraderie feel about it. It was a good idea. And it still is. I mean, I love CB. That's why I repair them. So, I enjoy working on them. I enjoy the challenge of looking for the fault. The only trouble is with these Cybernet based radios, the faults you tend not to get a lot of dead hard faults on them. They all seem to be dead easily fixable. Even when you get them where somebody's pinched a couple of parts out of them, it suits. You just open up the Rotel 240 manual and have a look around the area. That's the only manual most of us use, because the board's the same, apart from there might be a few bits that are not supposed to be there. Hello, Karen. Nice to see you in, honey. All we need now is the lovely Julie, and we've got a full set. Yeah, she's not been on for a few days. I hope she's alright, bless her cotton socks. That's if she actually has any cotton socks. Yeah, the Bush record player's done, Karen. I put another speaker in it and changed the cartridge. I borrowed a cartridge out of the disco console, and that seems to have solved the problem with the Bush. It sounds really good. I got my Ivor Biggin LP today as well. I should put a record player in here and play that on 1.9, shouldn't I? Ivor Biggin is my name, winking is my favourite claim. Yeah. I remember I remember calling on 19 for Florida Highway Patrol, and they always answered. Not sure if they still monitor it. Doubt it. No, probably not. Probably not. Yeah, probably not. I wouldn't have thought so. I don't know though. I don't know. Where's that crackle coming from? That.
Alright.
It's coming from that. Because when I turned that off, it went. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, guys, you know, the CB radio, it was really, really good back in the late 70s and 80s. I mean, the laws in the UK, when it was legalised, if you like, in the UK in 1981, sorry, it was legalised in 1981 here in the UK. The law specified that you had to be 16 years of age, at least 16 years of age to actually operate one, but that was an unenforceable law. They couldn't enforce it with loads of people on it. I can remember because I used to use a friend's radio until I got my own, and he was on AM, and when I got on AM, and then the neighbours all started turning against us, so I quickly got an FM, and I couldn't believe the amount of people that were actually on the channels. I mean, this is 1982, and you couldn't get a fucking channel. You know, so I used to go to Channel 9 because it was the only one where there wasn't anybody. Because 19 was being used by truck drivers, that was for mobile use. Channel 14 was for home base breakers, that was the home base breaking channel, Channel 14. 19 was mobile breaking channel, 14 was home base breaking channel. Channel Channel 9 was emergency, wiggling my fingers, because I don't know anyone who ever used it. And the rest of it, the rest of the channels, they were a free for all. You know, there was only 3 channels that meant anything. The rest of them were a free for all. What I used to do, I used to work my way in. I used to get chatting on a channel, and I just used it if I liked the conversation that was going across. You know, that was being that. I even do it now. I listen to the conversation on whatever channel, and when I, you know, if I like what's being talked about, then I'll come in and I'll say a few things, and I'll have a chat, you know, and put my 2 pennies worth in, like I did last week on 20. Was it last week or was it the week before? No, it was the week before, wasn't it? On 28 megs. When I went up onto 28 megs, and I was talking to those 2 lads. Well, I was talking to one of them lads on Saturday. How people prefer texting to talking is beyond me. I don't understand that. The good old days when people knew how to talk. Yeah, exactly. You know, I don't understand why people prefer to text rather than talk. I mean, and you know, the CB radio, you know, once you've bought the radio and had it installed, you know, once it's installed, it's free. You know, I could talk on this. I could talk on this forever and not pay anything. You know, I don't have to pay a monthly subscription or anything like that, and I can't understand, you know, why people can't, you know, get that through their heads. You know, once it's up, you know, once you've got your aerial up and your radio, it's free. You know, you might have to pay a technician or an engineer or rig doctor, if you like. You might have to pay somebody like me to mend it once every now and again. You know, but you know, take this Harrier CBX. This is a 40-odd-year-old radio, guys. This is going on 40-odd years old, and it's still working. I mean, it's probably had a few jobs done in its past. Somebody's put mid-band on it. We'll have a flick through mid-band, actually.
Very confused, right?
Put it this way, if you want to bank your accident, you want the 70.
See, is anybody on 19 on here? Because 19 is still the braking channel on mid-band. 19 Roger! 19 Roger. Nah, he ain't gonna get nothing. Which is a shame.
We know he's setting.
You know, which is a shame, guys. It really is. You know. Yeah, your mate rang me the other day, Jason. Victor wanted his Galaxy sideband I'm looking at. It's not the sort of thing I would look at because it's too modern. I remember when my friend's mum's car, a Lincoln Town car, had a factory installed CB with a full function hand mic. Yeah, I've seen them. What's his name's had a few just lately, hasn't he? Bought a few vehicles. Vice Grip Garage. What's his name? I forgot his name. Derek from Vice Grip Garage. He's actually bought a few cars just recently. And they've had CBs in them and have been in them. They were installed at the factory. Yeah, he's had a few just lately with CBs in them. But yeah, you know, yeah, you could specify when CB was a thing. Let's just clean my glasses. Look at that. When CB was a thing, you could specify the manufacturer. You could specify one. You could specify one in the options in the and have it fitted in your car. Was one of the, it was on, they were on the options list. Yeah, Ford offered one. I think it was Philco Ford. They offered one, and it was really a Cybernet Beta 2000. What was that car Cannon drove? Yeah, he's a nice bloke. Yeah, it sounded nice on the phone. Cannon? Cannon who? Cannon? I don't know. And who's Cannon? Yeah, who's Cannon? And what car did he drive? I don't know what car he drove. I know what car Columbo drove. He drove a Peugeot, but I can't remember the model. But he drove a Peugeot Columbo. Oh, Cannon, the US Detective series. I don't know Cannon, because I never watched Cannon. I never watched him, believe it or not. I know I've heard a rumour he was a fat fucker, but I've never watched him. That's what I heard anyway. I only really used to watch Columbo, the occasional Kojak. But I only used to ever watch Columbo. Still do, I like Columbo. But Cannon, yeah, I know you mean Frank Cannon. Yeah, his first name was Frank, wasn't it? I'm sure it was Frank Cannon. Yeah, I know who you mean. I don't know. The Lincoln Town Car was the biggest car I've ever seen. Right. Mind you, all the cars in America are big, aren't they? Or they used to be. You know. I like the 50s American cars, you know, dripping with chrome and fins. Yeah, that's a nice. That would have been a nice area to live in. The 1950s America. Yeah. You know, they were all driving round in them, what looked like spaceships on wheels, and fucking they were over here all driving around in fucking Austin Cambridges. Not Austin Cambridges, Austin fucking 7s. Or Austin 8s. Yeah, fucking, yeah. Yeah, they produced some nice cars, the Americans, back in the day. They don't now. Yeah, I'd have loved to yeah, they weren't they? Just dripping with, they were just dripping with style, weren't they? You know, the people that designed them, you know, they knew what they were doing, didn't they? They knew, you know, what people wanted back then. I mean, they wouldn't be able to make stuff like that now, would they? You know, but I do like American cars. If I had a driver's license, I would probably have something American, because I do like the American cars. But it was something old American, not new. But yeah, what's his name? Jim Rockford out of Rockford Files. Yeah, he drove a Pontiac of some description. I think, was it a Trans Am he drove? Was it a Trans Am Jim Rockford drove out of Rockford Files? I know it was a Pontiac, but I can't remember. Was it a Trans Am? I think it was, wasn't it? But I'm not sure. Well, that's it. Nobody cared about. They cared about style, didn't they? You know, they didn't care about. You know, they weren't bothered. You know, because petrol, or gas as you call it in America, it was fucking dirt cheap. It still is compared to over here. But, you know, back in the day, you know, fuel was so cheap and plentiful in America, you know, they didn't mind having a car where it had to have a great big V8 to lug it about. You know, they didn't care about it. They didn't have to. You know, it was all about style. Yeah, it was all about style and, you know, comfort, wasn't it? You know, because basically the car was basically seen as an extension of your house. It was just another room, but a room that could move. You know, a mobile room. It was just, so you wanted it to be comfortable when you were in it. You know, and, you know, a lot of cars back then, there were status symbols, and it's like over here, you know, over here in the UK, you know, depending on what it said on your boot lid, depending on how high you'd reached in your career, and that's a fact. It's a common fact, you know. The better the letters on your boot lid, then the higher you were in society. You know, and that's how it was over here. There was a lot of snobbery. It was called car snobbery. you know. And I don't know whether it still goes on. I don't think it does now. But back when I was a kid, it did. So yeah, 77 Pontiac Firebird. I googled it because the aerodynamics cars will never change from today. That's why they all look the same for 25 years. Yeah, that's the problem, you see. But I do like old American metal. I really do like an old Yank tank. I really do, guys. I like American cars. 50s ones, anyway. I like the 50s, the 50s stuff. You know, when, the Americans made some of the nicest cars ever produced. Yeah. But yeah, there we go, guys. Now we all know I'm passionate about American muscle cars and anything else that can produce a nasty growl with a big V8 under its bonnet. Yeah, Cannon drove a Lincoln Continental. He had to though, didn't he? It's a big car. He needed a big car. He was a fat fucker, wasn't he? Cannon, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I've never, I'll be honest with you, hon, I've never watched an episode of Cannon. I've heard of him, but I've never watched an episode. I'll tell you who else I watch as well. I like watching occasionally. I like watching Ironside. Raymond Burr. Yeah. Yeah, I like watching Ironside. He drove round in a fucking, what do you call it, or was driven round in a fucking great big fucking thing that looked like an army truck, didn't he? For the first couple of series. And then it got destroyed, he ended up with a little minivan. Yeah, but I do like watching Ironside, yeah. Yeah. Columbo, Ironside, the occasional Kojak. But I've never seen any Cannons. I'll have to try and get hold of one and have a look. I might have missed out. I'll tell you what I couldn't stand. I thought it was crap. Starsky and Hutch. I thought Starsky and Hutch was shit. Imagine having a 1960s split window Corvette. Yeah. A C2. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, I think there was C2, weren't they then? They had that split window, didn't they, at the back? Yeah. Beautiful. Lovely. Yeah. I'll tell you what. You didn't have to. I'll tell you what. If you drove round in something like that with a big snarling V8 up front, you didn't have to explain what was in your trousers, did you? But I do like American vehicles, old ones, that is. Yeah, absolutely. I wish I had a neighbour like you. Mine just watch their $1 million bank accounts and play golf. They only come out when there's a hurricane. Yeah. I wish I had a neighbour like me as well. To be honest, I do. I mean, my neighbour's not bad. Young Courtney upstairs, she's not bad. We had a few arguments for a few disputes when she first moved in, but it's all settled down now. We get on all right. We take each other's mail in and stuff, parcels in and stuff. Yeah, I don't find her an issue. But there we go. Anyway, what time are we on? Because, right, I'm going to be going soon, guys. We're on 27 minutes past 8. And I want to catch YouTube. I want to catch up on YouTube with microchips and whatnot. So, Yeah, so there we go, guys. So we've tested the little Harrier that I repaired. I repaired this a couple of weeks ago, as you know. Week before last I repaired this. And we've tested, because no, oh pardon me, no, it was last week I repaired it. Because we tried the little Cybernet Beta 3000 last week. And we tried this one. I said I'd save this one for this week. Maybe Trump will make the UK another state. Only 330 here. I'll be honest with you guys. I think Trump's being. I think Trump's getting. I think Trump is getting a bit big for his trousers. You know, I think he's getting a bit big for his trousers, to be honest with you guys. And somebody is going to knock him down a peg or two. He thinks he's got the God-given right to say what he wants and do what he wants. And somebody's going to show him that he hasn't. Mark my words, guys. Somebody will do it. Somebody will show him. You see, what he's doing, he's running a country. He's trying to run a country the same way you would run a business. And you can't run, hi Clarence, you can't run a country like a business. It's two different things. Let's just see what Clarence is saying. You know, you can't do that, guys. It doesn't work. Well, that's it. The UK has lost its credibility. It's just an airstrip for the West. Well, that's it. It's a shithole, this country. Now this country's fucked. I'll tell you what fucked this country up. Fucking same-sex marriages. That's what fucked this country up. You know, allowing men to marry men and women to marry women. The only, as far as I'm concerned, guys, I don't mind making it public. As far as I'm concerned, the only time a man should be marrying another man is if he's a registrar or a man of the cloth, and he's marrying a man to a woman. I mean, I don't agree with same-sex marriages. I take marriage very seriously. It's a very serious commitment, and it's supposed to be a union between man and woman, not between two people of the same sex. I'm sorry if that offends anybody, or if anybody doesn't like what I've said, but it's, you know, it's my opinion and I'm entitled to it. But that's what fucked this country up. Oh, hang on. That's what fucked this country up. Dame Edna normalised it, yeah. Well, you know, it's... You know, it should never be allowed. Honestly, guys, it shouldn't. I mean, anyway, you know, I'm not going to say any more on that. But, you know, I'm entitled to my opinion. For what it's worth, probably nothing. But, you know, it's one of those, isn't it? Some people agree with me. Some people disagree with me. You know, some people... I mean, look at Elton John. He married a man. When I'm walking down my high street, same-sex marriage is the least of the problems. I can believe it. I mean, it is. To be honest with you, Karen, I agree with you. It is the least of anybody's problems, I suppose. But, you know, I mean, where I live, it used to be... I mean, I'll be honest with you, it used to be rough as a bear's ass round here a few years ago. I mean, if you fucking stopped at a red light round here, they'd have your wheels off faster than a Formula One pit crew. You know, years ago, a few years back, but it's calmed down round here now. It's not bad. I mean, despite the police helicopter was out the other night. It's not as bad as it used to be, because what they've actually done round here, guys, the last few years, they've actually weeded out. They've weeded out all the individuals. You know, they've weeded, and a lot of the houses where I live, a good few of the houses where I live are actually private houses. They're privately owned. Quite a few of the houses on here are privately owned. There's only a handful of them that are council. A lot of them are privately owned, and you know, this is not a bad this is not a bad crescent to live on. It's all right. You know, I don't neighbour. You know, obviously I speak to my neighbour upstairs, a young Courtney. I speak to Kelly over the road, Zach next door, Amy and Mike across the road, Martin and Teresa, I think her name is. You know, and Daz across the way. I speak to Daz, let on to Daz if I see him. I used to speak to Wayne, but he's moved. Obviously Christine, she lives on here, just on the other sort of across the road, just behind Amy and Mike. Well, at the side of Amy and Mike, she lives at. And there used to be a lad called Wayne, and Wayne's mum died, so Wayne moved. I think Wayne sold his house and moved. But, you know, other than that, I don't really neighbour. You know, I speak to people, yes, but I don't run into people's houses for cups of tea. You know, I used to when Frances was alive, the old lady that used to live upstairs. I thought a lot of Frances. I liked her a lot, and she's very sadly missed. I used to go up every morning. I had the key to her door, so I used to go up every morning, and I used to stick my head round the living room door, and she'd be sat there on her chair or on the settee. You know, and I'd say to her, "Would you like a cup of tea, Frances?" "Oh," she says, "I'd love one." So I'd go in and get a cup out the front room, swill it out, make myself one as well. And she used to shout through. She used to shout, "Andy, love, go in the pantry, there's a packet of French Francies. Bring them through, we'll have one with a cup of tea." You know, we'd have a couple of them. Or a packet of biscuits. So there'd always be something in, like, you know, go in the pantry and get this and get that. You know, we'll have it with a cup of tea. Whenever I entertained a lady and I was cooking a dinner, because I didn't have a chip fryer, I used to knock on. Well, I used to just go up and say, "Frances, have you had your tea yet?" She said, "Oh yeah, I've had my tea." I used to say, "Oh, can I borrow your chip fryer?" So I used to borrow a chip fryer. I've got one now. In fact, the one I've got is actually Frances's. And before anybody asks, no, I didn't bother and forget. No, I didn't borrow it and forget to give it back. When she went into a nursing home, I grabbed it then. Her daughter said I could have it, so yeah. I'll tell you what, you know. I'll tell you what, it didn't take them long to pick it bare, her flat. Didn't take them long to pick it bare. It doesn't take long for the fucking vultures to settle on the fucking top of the roof, start hovering round, does it? And she weren't even dead, man. And they picked it clean and she weren't even dead. You know, and that really annoyed me. You know, there was a few, I won't go into it on here, but there was a few things about that annoyed me. Yeah, there's a few things that annoyed me. You know, still never mind. Yeah, It's beyond my control. Let's turn these radios off because we're going in a minute. It's beyond my control anyway, but yeah. Yeah, she was a lovely old lady. She was a lovely old lady. I mean, the girl upstairs is not bad. She's alright. Young Courtney. All this talk of tea, I'm going to get some. You go and get yourself fed then, June. You take it easy. And I'm going to do one, guys and girls. So you take it easy as well. Thank you all for coming in. Remember to like, share, subscribe. And join me tomorrow on the Vintage Electronics Repair channel, where we're going to be looking at some stuff that I haven't looked at yet. Got plenty of projects, guys. We've got plenty of projects. We've got a lot of stuff to get through, and you know, we're going to get through it. Yeah, 73's June. Yeah, you have a good weekend as well, Clarence, and the rest of you as well. But you know, because I know some of you don't come on the other channel. Them that are only on here for the radio, that's fine, because that's what this channel's about. But you all take it easy, and yeah, good night, Karen. Tell Jeff I said hello, and I'll be back this way tomorrow. Well, the other way, on the other channel, that is. You all take it easy, guys and girls, and like I say, like, share, subscribe, buy me a coffee if you want to. You all take it easy. And, you know, I will speak to you all tomorrow. Yeah, catch you on the next one, Rob, 73's. I'm going to go and watch Microchips and get myself a bag of crisps. I'll catch you later, guys. Bye for now. Yeah, I will. I've just spotted Jude's message here. Show us how to use a voltmeter other than volts, and what kind you like tomorrow. Yeah, don't see why not. I think we can do a bit of messing about with a meter tomorrow. Right, I'll catch us all later, guys. Bye for now.